Alright guys, this is going to be probably a short video. Usually I ramble on too long because I get into whatever I'm talking about sometimes, but you know, this video might be a little shorter because it's not very long. You can talk about edging. I want to talk about edging for guys because I don't know about how it is for girls. I don't know if it's the same. I was going to say I'm pretty sure it's the same, but I don't know. Anyways, edging, for those of you who don't know, it's the most fucking explosive fucking orgasm I've ever felt in my life when I thought a portal to another world was opening in my brain, and I am not exaggerating. This was a long fucking time ago that I did this, and there was a reason why I did this, and I don't think anyone can do it normally. And there are different ways to do it, and it'll be different for everyone. And let me explain to you how this shit worked and how it felt so good. So edging is when you jack off, and right before you get a nut, like one more stroke and you'll nut, you stop and don't get that final stroke. By not getting that final stroke, your dick has all this blood flowing in it and all your nerves and everything. And the cum just goes back into your belly or your stomach and just keeps getting stored there. So what you do when you jack off and you're gonna nut, just let it go. And then instead of getting that final stroke, I'll let it go and stop for a few seconds, and then when my dick comes down, I'll stroke it 2 or 3 more times and spin the shoot again, and then I stop. Give me a second. Okay, stroke it 4 more times. Oh, I'm gonna come. No, stop. And I stop, and I did that for 4 fucking hours, 4 or 5 hours straight, and I'm not exaggerating. Here's the kicker. I did this when I smoked weed, so I was smoking weed. And I was, I only smoked weed a few times, but on this day, I actually smoked weed. So I smoked weed, and I was watching porn for 5 hours straight. Yeah, that's right. I was watching like some hardcore fucking porn coming in girls' mouths over and over and over and over. So it was like porn, like bukkake porn, just shooting loads in girls' mouths, and I was just like jacking off and fucking, just pouring at fucking girls in their ass and just nutting in their ass and all. And I was heavily into porn, and it was like I was aroused and smoking some marijuana, which made it way more different and way more aroused. And I didn't smoke marijuana very many times. I just smoked this is just like rare that I ever smoked. So only like I think 4 times in my whole life, so or 3 times or some shit, 2 times. Maybe 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times, I don't know. But anyways, I smoked and I was relaxed, and for 5 hours straight watching fucking porn, jacking off. And like I'm saying, I took breaks in between. Like I did take breaks, but my dick was so on edge that you wouldn't believe how it fucking felt. I fucking would stroke and then let it go and stroke and let it go. Then I would take like 10, 15 minutes off. At the most, like maybe an hour and a half later, I would take 10, 15 minutes off, go get something to eat or a snack or something, and my dick was hurting. And not my dick, sorry. My dick was my balls were hurting, and my fucking lower stomach was hurting. That part of your stomach right above your dick was in pure fucking pain. 3 parts of my body hurt so bad that I couldn't believe it. And this is real. I want some. No, don't try this. Never mind. I can't tell you what to do. Just at your own discretion, do what you want. Don't fucking hold me accountable for shit. But the top of my stomach, right atop my dick, the bottom of my stomach, on top of my dick, where the pubic hair is at, was hurting like a motherfucker. All the muscles in there were pulling. It hurt so bad. My balls were thick and heavy and were hurting super, super bad from edging. Dude, 4 to 5, I say 5 hours fucking jacking off and edging. My balls were in fucking pain. Like, you don't understand. Every time I was about to come and I'd stop on that final stroke, it fucking hurt so bad that my balls would like twitch and get really hard, and it would hurt really bad because all the cum was building up in there. And then my lower back, right above your tailbone, right under your lower back, was hurting amazingly bad. My lower back was in super fucking pain, like you would never imagine. I'm not even fucking kidding you, and I've done this multiple times where I itched when I was finna nut, and it was always the same symptoms. So the 3 symptoms were, my balls were hurting like a motherfucker. They were hurting extremely bad. Every time I took a step, the balls touching my leg would hurt like a motherfucker. Like I was getting kicked, not as bad as getting kicked in the balls, but like someone was punching me in the balls. Like boom, oh, it hurts. I couldn't even walk. And my fucking stomach muscles on the bottom of my stomach, which is on top of my dick where the dick hairs are at, was so fucking tense. All the muscles in there were hurting so bad. And then my lower back was in fucking pain. I could barely walk without my back was just destroyed. Like, you wouldn't understand how destroyed it was. So I did this for 5 hours. If you do this for 5 hours, 4 or 5 is different for everyone. And then came the orgasm, okay? Now I want to make this very clear. This was the most explosive fucking orgasm I ever had in my life. And I'm not exaggerating. I'm not playing. I'm not kidding. Imagine for 5 hours that you got blood flowing in your dick. So the head of your dick is filled with blood for almost 5 hours straight. Not literally. You take 15 minutes, 20 minutes breaks here and there, get something to eat, smoke, just relax, whatever. Go pee. You'll have to pee a lot. I had to fucking pee the whole fucking time. So I'd pee, I'd pee because jacking off made me have to pee over and over and over. Anyway, imagine doing this and blood is constantly flowing through your dick. Constantly flowing through your dick. And I don't know if you know this, but your dick survives off oxygen and blood. So the more blood you have flowing through your dick, the better off it'll function. So the nerves come alive, they become alive, and they feel more the longer blood's flowing through your dick, you know? And this fucking blood was flowing through my dick, and I was relaxed and just doing this for hours and hours, and it hurt so bad. When the time came to orgasm, my brain fucking opened. And I know this is going to sound stupid to anyone who hasn't felt an orgasm from edging, but my brain became lighter. All the stress went away that I thought I had in life. Everything made sense and nothing mattered at this point. Like, I know it sounds stupid to you that everything made sense, that life was just beautiful. So when I fucking took that final stroke, I saw like a rainbow. Like, I don't know if it makes sense, but in the sky, there was like not even in the sky, just looking up, the world was a rainbow. My vision changed and I could see everything around me and everything from far away. I went, and it just fucking started shooting, and it was like another universe, like another version of perception, like another way of looking at the world that can't be seen through normal eyes. It was because I was high off weed and I did this. It was like another world. Like, if I could stay in the state, it would be amazing, scary, not scary, but if you were like breathtaking is the word I'm looking for. Overwhelming, beautifully overwhelming. It was the most amazing fucking orgasm I ever had in my life. Like, I'm not kidding you. Every time I edged, it was fucking hardcore, just insane fucking nutting, but not no 1 or 2 or 3 hour edge. This is 5 hours, 6 hour fucking edging. This is real shit. And the longer you can edge, the more extreme it'll become. And it's just fucking, the world I entered at that moment was fucking crazy. Like, it was just, the perception and how everything felt was amazing. So I went into this other world, basically mentally, like not literally, nothing changed in real life, but like this perception, I was like, and then everything was just so beautiful. My brain, it felt lighter, it was unlocked. That's how I like to describe it. Like, my brain was unlocked and it was actually being used to its full potential in a way, for the first time, and for pleasure anyway, like pleasure potential. And it opened and it felt fucking amazing. I couldn't believe it. Like, I was just in shock, and it was great. And when I came, this is the part that's crazy. Once I started shooting, I mean, I was shooting nonstop for at least a minute and a half straight. Probably a minute. Maybe exaggerating by saying a minute and a half, probably a minute, but it felt like an eternity. And each squirt was like ecstasy. Like, my nerves were firing off. Imagine your dick trying to come for 5 hours straight and nothing ever came out. And then finally it gets to feel relief. It's just the most amazing feeling in the fucking world. In the world. Imagine, like, you don't eat all day, and then finally you're starving like a motherfucker all day for like 12 hours not eating, and you've been awake, and then finally you get a piece of food and you're like, oh, it feels so good. Or you get to drink that water, and you haven't drinking water for like all fucking day, and you've been in the sun and you're dehydrated, and just the smallest amount of water feels like ecstasy. Well, that's how it fucking felt. It was like fucking ecstasy. Like, you don't understand. It was the most amazing fucking feeling ever. I was so happy. It was amazing. And when I started shooting all over the concrete floor, because I had a concrete floor in this room, the house was just getting developed and the floor was concrete, you know. Anyways, I shot all over the floor, and it was like I was peeing on the floor, and I'm not kidding you. Each squirt just kept coming out like crazy. I left a giant fucking puddle on the floor. a giant fucking puddle of cum on the floor. And it wasn't the thick gooey cum that I normally would shoot. I would usually shoot like a thick gelatinous jello looking cum where it was like really thick and gooey. This was like slimy, watery, melted cum. And I think it's because my balls were so hot and I was so lustful at the moment. And I shot it and it was like a slimy, gooey, pearly liquid. It was liquid. Fucking straight, silky, gooey liquid. And this fucking shit looked like I peed all over the floor. Like, I'm not even fucking kidding. It was just coming out like peats. And it was leaking and falling and shooting. I wish I could have recorded it. It was the greatest fucking orgasm in the history of my fucking world. And it was just so amazing that I didn't know the human body was capable of it. And just talking about it makes me feel like anything in the world is possible. Feeling that good, you never knew you could feel that good. And I couldn't believe it. And I did this on my own. It wasn't fucking a girl. It was thinking about it and being lustful and just jacking off, you know. So sometimes jacking off is better than I wouldn't say better than the real thing, but sometimes it's just as good as the real thing. Fantasy can be just as good as reality, you know. It just really can sometimes. Sometimes, not all the time. Not in every respect, but in sexual. Because, I mean, it was all mental and it was physical as well because I was jacking off and edging and it was the marijuana in my brain and it just fucking felt amazing. And I want you to realize that how it felt, that it was a mental breakthrough. Like I had a breakthrough in my brain. Like for the first time ever, these chains unlocked in my brain and they broke apart and allowed me to access parts of my brain that I didn't fucking ever think I could access. I'm not one of them guys that's like, whoa, you gotta try ecstasy or fucking whatever, this drug, and it'll make you unlock parts of your brain you never knew you had. Now I believe that shit because just jacking off, smoking weed made me unlock a part of my brain I never used before. Guys, you cannot understand what I'm telling you unless you've tried it. I have never in my fucking life experienced this feeling. Never in my life have I experienced an orgasm where my brain felt like it opened up and I fucking saw things in a different perspective. Like everything, I saw things in a different perspective after I nut because I felt better and my ass sex ain't as important. I just had good sex and I'm worried about other shit because you lose interest in sex. It's not what I mean. I saw things in a different perspective, like life was amazing, life was great, beyond anything I could have ever imagined. Everything was okay, you know, like everything was okay. Whatever was wrong, fuck it, it's okay. It's okay, you just had the greatest orgasm in the history of the universe. I'm the part of your brain that fucking works, that makes things better, like that believes, that has hope. That fucking just, the fucking brain was amazing. Like you don't understand, this fucking world I was in was different. It was the best fucking world I had ever been in. I was just like, whoa. But anyways, I would just say that to all you guys, I would recommend trying it. And I don't know if it'll work without smoking marijuana, but if you're in a state where it's legal to smoke marijuana, I would most definitely recommend trying it. It was the coolest shit I've ever done. And it was fucking amazing. Like, if you're in a state where you can smoke marijuana legally, I would never say do anything illegal. I would smoke a shitload of weed. If you're interested in this, if this is something you're already planning on doing, don't do it because I told you. Because I don't want to get, y'all fucking kill me or get in trouble or something. But if this was something you were already wanting to do, and you do it, I would say it's fucking amazing. You watch some porn for 5 hours or longer or shorter, however your plans are, and then try this and see what happens. And it was the most mind-bending fucking orgasm. So basically that's what edging is. You jack off and right about when one more stroke till you nut, you stop. You rest for a few seconds and you 3 or 4 more strokes and then you finna nut again and then you stop. And then you stroke it 2 more times and you're gonna nut and you stop. And then you give it 2 or 3 seconds and you stroke it 1 time, you're gonna nut, but don't nut. I know it feels good to nut, don't nut. And the longer you do this, the better it feels to nut. So every time you're jacking off and you stop yourself from nutting, it'll feel even better than the time before, until the point where it's just the most amazing, unbelievable orgasm you can ever achieve. And the thing about this type of orgasm, they're like mini orgasms. It's an orgasm that's irreplaceable. It's not an orgasm that can be duplicated. You can't duplicate this orgasm by just fucking normal. or just having normal sex, or just any other type of fetish. An edging orgasm is a mental orgasm mixed with a physical orgasm. Because their orgasms, my favorite usually, is mental orgasms where I'm turned on by what's in my head, like what I'm thinking about, my fetishes. And those give me my favorite full-bodied orgasms. But this orgasm was on another level. And the problem with that is how long it takes. 5 hours for me. So that's something you think you can do, and it doesn't bother you to put in 5 hours of personal time, which I can't do now because I work too much and I don't have personal time most of the time to do anything. Then yeah, I could do something like that. But now this life that I have, I'm so busy, I don't got time for shit. Yeah, I can't do anything. But if you can, you owe it to yourself to try it at least once, 2 or 3 times, and just see what it's about. And just to experience it. You don't got to do it all the time. It's almost impossible to do it all the time. You're not going to be able to maintain it, that lifestyle of edging. But I would try it, real edging, which is at least 4, 5, 6 hours for me anyway. Not no 1 or 2 hour bullshit. Do the real fucking deal. If you're going to do it, fucking do it. You know, if you're going to try this, try this. And then give me a comment and let me know if it was the best orgasm of your fucking life. And I promise that 90% of you motherfuckers are going to say that's the best shit I've ever experienced in my life. One of the best anyway. I mean, it's equally as good as fucking a girl in a lot of respects. And I don't, fucking a girl, nothing beats that, right? But I'm just saying, it's something worth experiencing. I promise you, you're going to be like, whoa, but don't just edge. You got to do the full shit. So if you're in a country or a state where marijuana is legal, then, try that. Anyways, just comment, let me know if you've tried it and if you're gonna try it or whatever, and that's pretty much it for this video. Alright, appreciate it.